All right. I am here with the famous Robert Abbensett, my personal hero in the community, a builder, a farmer, and overall good guy. And the reason why I am the person I am today, I bet he taught me persistence. We are here today with him and talking about the Ashview Heights Community Garden. And I just wanted to ask, sir, in one big swoop, what was it then, what is it now, and how you feel?
Man, you should never come to me about that. I can talk for 4 days on that. Anyway, to tell you the truth, it was a lot. And, I'm not a farmer. I'm a New Yorker. Didn't know nothing about growing anything. We got bricks and mortar. Right? I could never do nothing in my life. But we had that lot. And I don't know, something said we got to do something with it. So I don't even remember how I started. But I remember, God, I don't even remember who I went to. The things I do remember that I went and got it started, and I needed help. And Bill Campbell, bless his heart, was the mayor.
Oh, Billy.
Man, I don't care what they ever say about it. The man was good to me. I went to tell him I wanted to become a garden, and I needed equipment. He told me there was a tool bank, and at that time I was in probation, so I could get people to help work it. And next thing I knew, I had a garden going, but anytime I wanted something for that garden, all I had to do was call Bill Campbell and talk to the secretary. I can't think of his name. It was Precious or something of that nature. And tell him I need. And she called him. He said, "Go get it."
Just like that.
Just like that. It was amazing.
Wow.
And then I went to I found out who owned the property was CXX Railroad.
Okay.
I went down there and talked to them. And they gave me permission to do it as long as I did not put nothing permanent on that land. They gave me what you call a verbal 50-year lease.
Okay.
But like I said, as long as I didn't put nothing permanent on it. And the next thing I knew, I was putting seed in the ground. Matter of fact, Bill Campbell and Clear Winslow and a whole lot of the city council came out and inaugurated that garden.
Okay.
That was a beautiful day. And next thing I know, it was going. It was processed. It was a beautiful garden.
Yeah.
You know, you've been there. I mean, I needed equipment, water and thing. They gave me a
key to the city.
Yeah. They also gave me. I had a fire hydrant, but then I had the hoses, but I didn't have the pump. I went to Bill Campbell. I said I went to there, and they told me I couldn't do it because I had to rent it or buy it. And I said, wait a minute, I'm a non-profit. He said, go back. He said, go down there. I went down there. They gave me that damn thing so fast to get me the hell out of that office. I had a pump. Fine, but to make a long story short, it prospered. It came great. And as you know, my man here, he took it over after I left. I think I did it from 95 to...
Was that 2000 and I want to say 10?
Yeah, it was a long time.
I want to say 2010.
If you remember.
Or 11.
Remember. Yeah, it was a long time I had it. And then here comes the belt line. That was a day of disaster. But it's a prosperous thing. They bought the property, and then the belt line, as you can see, is going to be magnificent. But they did tell me, Mr. Adams said, when we get through, we're going to give you back 1/4 of that lot to redo your garden. Well, it might go to my great-grandchildren because I'm not going to be around that long.
Oh, man.
But that's a promise.
What do you think the future is for that space? When I was talking about it, it was for me something that always brought community together. What do you think it'll be for the future? Do you think it'll continue to bring community together?
Well, it did for me because while I also we had Ashview Community Development Corporation that took this whole neighborhood all the way to the west end We had monthly meetings, and and then I had the Afrocentric Museum around the corner. Mm-hmm. We had that. We had visitors come, and then we would go to the garden, go to the museum. It was a showplace. Mm. That garden, and then during the summer, I had garden parties at the garden.
It's my first time hearing about the garden parties.
I got pictures to show you. I think I got pictures I can show you. We had tables set up with tablecloth, chafing dishes. Cleta Winslow and all the city council were there. We did it once a year.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, it was.
If you pull that out, you gotta.
I saw it the other day because I was rereading the books, and I saw pictures at the garden party. We had about 3 of them.
Oh.
But that was before your time. But it was a beautiful thing.
So, what do you think it'd be for the future?
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't know because now they told me that lot. They're going to put some benches. There's going to be a rest area for the people who partake in the garden. I mean, in the Beltline walking. If they want to stop, they can go in that lot and suppose. That's what they told me. But really, I don't know what they're going to do.
What would you like to see?
I'd like to have my damn quarter of the lot before I die. Just give me the quarter. I just want a quarter of it. Let me grow my little private garden. That would enhance them. People come to see. Oh, there's a rest area. But there's a garden. That sort of thing. It's just a beautified area.
That'd be a beautiful idea.
It would if they give it to me. But the Beltline is going to be a magnificent thing. And you can see this all over the city. Everybody's into the Beltline. And as a matter of fact, you can take a tour of it. Did you know that?
Yeah. Been on a tour myself before.
I've been on a couple of them.
I'm excited about it.
But I tell you one thing it's doing is redeveloping this neighborhood.
It is.
You see these houses being repaired, and folks from Gwinnett County and everything, they moving back into Atlanta. They don't have to bother with that traffic every morning. They got bus service. They got convenience, and every day you go down White Street, you see people down there walking their dogs, with children, and bicycles. Around here, I just seen up here they got bike lanes now.
Yeah, on Lawton.
Yeah, no, on Westview.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't seen a bike on it yet, but it's coming. No, I've seen a couple of bikes and people walking and this area is going to be developed within 5 years. It's going to be back to park.
What's your greatest memory of that garden? Your greatest memory?
The greatest memory? Now I'm going to tell you the truth. Martha had an aneurysm. My wife. She died 3 times on that operating table during her recovery. She had to spend 6 months in the hospital. And then when she came out, she had to learn how to talk. She had to learn how to drive a car. She had to learn about traveling, just like do a child. The biggest thing I think was an accomplishment to me, she worked on that garden. And that was the best therapy of all. It brought her back to life. And that to me is the biggest accomplishment of that garden. Because it brought my wife back to life. Because I lost her 3 times on the operating table, and then I thought I'd never get her back. But that garden put her in the perspective of how to live again. That's my biggest thing. Not growing anything. Not the children. Oh, yeah, children, gardening. But her coming back to life to me is the biggest accomplishment. I think that's in my grave.